At the outset, I would like to congratulate Economic Times for organizing this virtual Congress 2021. I also thank Economic Times for inviting me to deliver this keynote address at a very prestigious event. See, 5G is the fifth generation of mobile technology, which enables a new kind of network that is designed to connect virtually everyone and everything together, including machines, objects, and devices. This event is being organized very timely as India will soon get to experience 5G services. As demand for continuous connectivity grows, 5G is an opportunity to create an agile, purpose-built network tailored to the different needs of citizens and the economy. Deploying 5G will allow operators to move beyond connectivity and also to collaborate across sectors such as finance, transport, retail, health, education, rural development, and many other sectors, deliver new rich services to consumers and businesses. 5G is more than just an evolutionary step to the new generation of technology. This is likely to generate new growth avenues, boost industrial productivity, and has the potential to transform the socio-economic fabric of the society. 5G has the potential to provide seamless coverage, high data rate, and as everyone knows, low latency and highly reliable communications. It will increase energy efficiency, spectrum efficiency, network efficiency, as well as efficiency of other systems. In addition to 5G technology providing significant characteristic improvements of network performance over the previous generations, it is expected to also add other new service dimensions beyond the traditional voice and data through enabling technologies like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, robotic process automation, augmented reality, virtual reality, and other things, and thus giving rise to use cases across all industry verticals. Telecom connectivity has now become lifeline of all economic activities. During the COVID-19 pandemic, telecom sector has shown how important its role was in the pandemic. Pandemic led to severe socio-economic disruption globally, and India was not an exception. Most of the countries declared lockdown. This led to increased adoption of digital techniques and technologies. The uptake of e-services, OTT platforms for entertainment, e-commerce for banking transactions, e-education, e-governance has increased. Telecom connectivity kept citizens connected. It also allowed governments to continue to function, communicate with their citizens, and serve them in a well-mannered way. Due to pandemic, the requirement to stay connected and function emerged from the enterprises, industries, educational institutions, manufacturing units, healthcare sector, retails, housing societies, and people at large. During this period, there has been an increase in number of broadband subscriptions and data uses. The broadband subscription has increased from 644 million in October 2019 to 734 million in October 2020. This data has further increased, but these are the final data which we have got. And data usage has also increased from 6.3 exabytes, that is September 2019, to 8.17 exabytes in September 2020, which is almost 30% higher than that of September 2019. Today, India has the largest mobile data usage consumers in the world. As of December 2020, there are close to 1.1 billion mobile connections, and average data usage per subscriber is 12 gigabytes per month. As I mentioned earlier, 5G technology is designed to deliver superior experience and set to unlock new, exciting, and transformative possibilities due to certain technology developments, such as network function virtualization. This means putting network elements, core network, RAN on cloud. So, these networks can be put on cloud, and that will further improve the functioning of the, networks. And second technology development is with regard to software-defined network. So this allows to manage, monitor, and configure networks through software. Again, further increasing the, efficiency of the network. Then third technological development is with regard to massive MIMO, multiple input, multiple output technology, in which one antenna can contain multiple sub antennas with multiple number of transmitters and receivers. And the last but not the least, network slicing. The possibility in network slicing, the possibility is that of using a part of network for a particular use case. This allows the network to cater to various verticals in a separate manner. So 5G technology coupled with Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data analytics have given rise to numerous use cases covering almost every economic verticals, which include agriculture, healthcare, manufacturing, industrial automation, mining, education, energy and grid power, automotive industry, smart cities, gaming, sports, financial markets. And I think you can include any other sector where everywhere in other countries, they have already use cases have started coming up on a large manner. And India also, a lot of startups and entrepreneurs have started working in this direction. TRAI itself has started, an exercise to bring all the ministries together and to start working on this, so that as soon as the 5G is introduced, these use cases can be put in place. Naturally, government has been working very hard to ensure that the country benefits by launch of 5G services in a timely manner. To achieve this goal, various steps have already been taken by the government. For example, government issued National Digital Communication Policy in 2018 with an objective to lead India to a realm of new digital first world, and aims to facilitate the implementation of technologies such as 5G, IoT, M2M, etc. The NDCP aims to bring in $100 billion worth of investments and to generate over 4 million jobs in the telecom sector by 2022. The implementation of 5G and associated technologies will help unlock the transformative power of digital communication network and enable us to achieve the digital empowerment goal and improve the well-being of the people. The Indian government also launched a program titled Building an End-to-End 5G Test Bed to advance innovation and research in 5G. This experiment has already come to end, and it also has brought us new technologies also. The goal of the program is to build proof of concept 5G prototypes that are broadly compliant with the 3GPP standards. In July 2019, DOT issued guidelines for 5G trials across all available spectrum bands, indicating to allocate up to 400 megahertz of radio waves for experimental purposes. This is also likely to be allocated very soon. Impact. Now let us come to the impact of 5G on economy. The 5G is likely to transform industries and the Indian society, putting the country on an unprecedented growth trajectory. 5G will be used not only by the telecom sectors, but by other sectors as well. And this will also help in bridging the urban-rural gap. The key functional drivers of 5G will unlock a broad range of opportunities, including the optimization of service delivery, decision-making, and end-user experience. Significant economic and social value can be generated by enabling use cases activated by 5G. In India, 5G is predicted to create a cumulative economic impact of $1 trillion by 2035. Ericsson has estimated that 5G enabled digitalization revenue potential in India will be above $27 billion by 2026. The 5G value chain, including original equipment manufacturers, operators, content creators, application developers, and consumers, could alone support up to 22.3 billion jobs. Further, and there are many emerging and new applications that will be defined in the future as new use cases are made possible with innovation, experience gained, and increasing felt needs. In India, about 30% sites are connected on fiber, and rest are microwave links. So there are certain challenges which we are handling. The one is, with regard to fiberization, presently available wireless backhaul solutions with operators will not be enough. E-band, that is 71 to 76 gigahertz paired with 81 to 86 gigahertz, is an important band which can be used for providing rapid and economic deployment of backhaul in dense urban routes for proliferation of wireless service quickly. TRAI has already recommended for early opening of these two bands, E-band and V-band. Secondly, enabling policies such as right of way rules, then a national digital communication policy are in place. However, faster ROW permissions, access to state furniture and infrastructure, and other approvals in time-bound and non-discriminatory manner are must. And and this is what we need to work upon. The efforts are being made for practical implementation of these policies. All states, local bodies, and various authorities will be required to work at tandem to improve ease of doing business in this regard. As 5G networks support a massive number of connected devices, we have to take proactive steps to ensure data privacy and security. There will be always a need to take some steps to prevent and to monitor data privacy. Thus, data protection and security measures require continuous evolution. The government has already placed a personal data protection bill of 2019 in Parliament. This initiative, along with other associated acts such as Information Technology Act, Indian Telegraph Act, Telecom Licensing Conditions, etc., shall be able to provide enough powers to handle the privacy issues if required. And if required, further initiatives will be taken to safeguard the interest of the consumers. Investment in mobile network infrastructure will be a key enabler of growth and competitiveness in national economies. 5G will have massive impact on various industry verticals and on the overall economy. Hence, effective spectrum pricing will play a vital role in promoting healthy investment in the networks. Telecom is a capital-intensive sector. Sharing and optimal utilization of infrastructure and resources, including spectrum, play a vital role in bringing down costs and improving affordability of services. While on the one hand, it helps in speedy rollout of services and application, on the other hand, it maximizes return on investments and thereby attracting more investment and creating more jobs. To promote infrastructure sharing, TRAI has already recommended to enhance the scope of the infrastructure providers and to permit them to own and share active infrastructure also. Sharing is the key to success, especially with regard to the latest technology such as 5G. To tap the revenue potentials of 5G, telecom industry needs to take proactive steps to collaborate with industry verticals and work on a different use cases. 5G calls for adoption of collaborated approach between the center, the states, the local bodies and authorities on one hand, and industry and other stakeholders on the other. Merely putting in 5G technology will not make the difference. Need of the hour is to prepare use cases and adopt it for the various stakeholders like farmers, workers, fishermen, artisans, students, MSMEs, and informal sectors. We all need to play a role, and everyone has to do one's bit. TRAI has initiated dialogue with different ministries and departments for an early adoption of 5G use cases. In the end, and to conclude, I hope the collaborative efforts will bridge the gaps and make India shine. I again thank the Economic Times for inviting me and to speak on this issue. Thank you very much.